What's up, man? How did this come together?
Man, just opportunity, just got the phone call and I was like, I don't know how you could turn that down. Just talking to Steve and Draymond and Steph, they was just, really excited. So it was pretty easy on me.
Were you maybe weighing more better financial offers elsewhere, but wanting to be with the Warriors, or how did free agency kind of play out?
It honestly just came down to situational. Um, Like I know that I had said something about getting paid in the beginning of the year, but by the end of it was no longer about getting paid. It was more, how do I stay secured and how do I, build off that security. And I think the Warriors is, probably the best at doing that in the league. So it was a really easy decision on me and my team's part. And it's just exciting to start fresh and, still not have to be that far away from my last home, being Sacramento. That's damn near home now after being there for 4 years. So it's nice that I don't have to really leave that far. I still get to keep those relationships.
When did you realize that Sacramento was probably a wrap?
I kind of had a feeling when they didn't extend me before. So, from that point on, I knew something was up because, I don't know, it just didn't make sense. But from that point on, it just felt slowly. I could start feeling a shift.
Did you feel you would at least hear from them at all in this process?
I didn't really have an expectation on it, so I haven't really thought about them too much. So,
What changed your mindset or your approach about maybe not wanting the money as much as you alluded to?
I think there's still a lot that I need to learn about this league, and I think I just got excited, jumped the gun a little bit, and learned a lot through that process as well. And I think just this program period, the organization from top to bottom is just going to help me out, just growing as a player and just becoming more professional. And they just do a really good job over there.
How much, or what was Draymond's message to you, maybe even about that episode?
Just the almost like a fresh start, being in a playoff team that's got championships, it's going to bring something different out of you. And then having Draymond next to you, bringing that dog out of you too. So you're getting, two different influences, not only the Warriors nation as a fan base whole, like that's one whole pressure, but then you got the pressures of playing with, some greats. And that just turns me on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just excited. I can't wait to get in workouts with them and really learn the whole thing about.
Is consistency part of that for you? One of the knocks on you has been inconsistent play. Is that, you feel that having guys that like Draymond and like this franchise would help with that? Or is that an unfair criticism in your mind?
I don't really look at it like inconsistency. Numbers don't lie. So I think it's pretty cut and dry what consistency was. But I think it goes both ways. Being more vocal, I think that's something that, as a professional, you have to be really good at. You have to be able to speak your mind. It has to work both ways. It has to be the same mutual way. And I think, from my personal experience with the Warriors organization that I've had in the last couple of days, their communication level is 1,000. And that just helps you out as a player. And I think as a young dude, when I was growing up through the league, I just, you get to a point where you get comfortable and, you stop really thinking about the bigger picture. And you always have to think about that bigger picture because, there's really no consistency. The only consistent thing in the league is really that it's always changing. So you got to be really willing to roll with the punches and change with it.
The Warriors are really good about letting guys be themselves on and off the court. As a guy who kind of has eclectic interests, are you kind of excited to enter that environment where, they'll let you be you and they'll embrace that aspect?
Oh, for sure. that just helps with the comfortability, like coming to the new team, and if you know they're opening their arms wide open, it's only going to make you open yours right back to them, and it'll be a mutual love both ways, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. It's just taking that next step in my journey and just having that fresh start and learning from some really good players and a great coach.
What do you think it's going to be like dealing with all the changes with the team? I mean, with Kevin leaving and Clay, he's going to be out to open the season, and the new pieces and a lot of young guys.
For sure, it's going to be interesting, especially off their past success. They're obviously adding me and D-Lo, two big pick and roll players. They're obviously going to have to change how we play just a little bit, but that's exciting because the spacing on there is going to be crazy. So I really just can't wait till we start practicing and get into training camp, and it's just going to be a really good little situation.
I was going to kind of ask you about the spacing, playing with Steph. I mean, can you even imagine what he can do for you?
Yeah, no, I can. I've been imagining it for a while. So it's crazy that it's actually happening. Me and my friends talk about it all the time, of just how like guys can damn near not guard me now because they have to like guard Clay, Steph, D'Lo. Like how are you gonna guard the big? Because you got to tag, and if you don't tag, then it's a lob, and if you do tag, then it's a three. So it's pick your poison.
You said you've been thinking about it for a while. Like how long? Like years back, months back, days?
I mean years back, but before draft. I mean, I had a Warriors hat before I got in the league. So it's one of the things that me and my friends been talking about for a long time.
The Warriors really liked how good you are in pick and rolls. When they told you that, did that surprise you a little bit, given that they are more of a motion offense?
Not surprised, but happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going into a situation where my strengths play a big key into what we're doing, so that'll make it a lot easier. I know what I'm doing, so it'll be fun.
What kind of things in terms of your game do you think will you be able to show differently on both ends with a fresh start?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm interested in how they see where I fit, and I really can't really say anything until I have my first couple workouts with them, and then. But I do believe that they have the foundation and the outlets for me to grow. So I think they'll help me out on growing into a complete basketball player for sure.
What would you want, I don't know, Kings fans, because that is the only NBA home you have known, what would you want them to know, and did this past year sour any of the experience the previous 4 years that you had there?
Nah, man. I mean, despite the scrutiny I had this year, I mean, that's what you play the game for. It's love and hate is the same thing. It's the same emotion. It comes from the same place. So it's like, half the people that were hating on you just were mad. They probably love you to death, but they see me in public, they probably want an autograph or a picture. But, I just didn't do the things that they wanted me to do. And, some people can't get over that. But it's just this way how the business goes, and I'm just looking forward to getting out of that, and on something different.
You get to touch base with Steve yet?
Yeah.
What was his message, feedback overall?
I mean, he was just excited. Talked about the pick and roll with D'Lo, with Steph on the backside, and just running and playing with Draymond. I mean, he was just giving me the whole rundown, and it was just it was an exciting conversation for sure.